All right. So coming up, we have Phil Soul. For anyone who's going to be in the Korea area, September 6th, 7th, we're going to be doing a network base. It's going to be sponsored. It's an event being hosted by Secured Finance. So if you know Timo, he'll be hosting the network base. It looks like we're going to have Juan and Molly there. We're going to have some of our regional storage providers in attendance and speaking. So we have that coming if you are in Seoul. Hopefully, you've all seen the updates regarding Dev Summit. This is a private invite-only event, really discussing about the future of Filecoin. It's a developer-focused discussion. We're going to be hosting two of these, one in Iceland, one in Singapore. You can see the dates. We encourage you. I'll put a link to the chat, to the web page in the chat to this. If you haven't applied and you're interested in attending, please do so. Again, it's limited space, but this is really for a select group of ecosystem participants who we think that really have a strong opinion and ability to build the future of Filecoin. So I think it's going to be a really interesting event. I know myself and Mara are going to be going to the one in Singapore. A lot of people from the Protocol Labs team are going to the Iceland one. So should be a really great discussion, really great workshops. So definitely apply if this is something that's on your radar. And then right after that, at least in Singapore or Iceland, we're going to be rolling into Phil Vegas. Planning's coming along nicely. It's really shaping up to be a great event. I think it's driving more SPA interest and participation. Hopefully you're seeing that as well, Stu. But this is a two-part conversation where we're going to be focusing on data integrity in the age of AI. And we're also going to be doing a lot of D-store programming for client sales, business development, and running a series of workshops around both AI and classic D-store, new tools, new software, new sales enablement tools and resources for the community. Regarding this, I'm open for speakers. So for myself individually, I am in charge of the agenda for the AI conversation, where Jen Bell, Mara are responsible for the D-store conversation. Alice as well, if she's on here today. So we want your recommendations. We want to highlight your wins. We want to highlight your clients. We want to highlight your stories. So if you have them, now is the time. The agenda is filling up very quickly. But if you have a client or an opportunity or a topic that you would like featured at Phil Vegas, please DM me directly. And we want this event to feel like your own event. So you can invite your clients, you can invite your investors. On the back end, we are doing our best to make sure that we're inviting clients and investors, capital providers as well, just because I think, what we've heard from the community is getting you access and in the same room with these types of participants was going to be the highest value. And so we're doing our best on the back end to make sure those invitations are going out and they're getting RSVP. So even if you have an investor that you would like to have attend, let us know who they are. We'll reach out to them for you. Sometimes it works better that if an invitation comes from the Filecoin Foundation to a venture capitalist you're courting, maybe that would get them to attend, and then that will give you the opportunity to have some more in-depth discussions about your business, your goals, the opportunity you're providing, etc. So Phil Vegas is up and going, shaping up to be a great event. Hopefully you are all registering and planning to attend. Finally, I wanted to highlight this week's 0 to 1 because we're getting Shrek back on. I know when I started, so I think my 1-year anniversary with the Filecoin Foundation is tomorrow. And I remember it vividly like it was yesterday. And I think I watched Shrek's ESPA video probably about 3 times before I started the job. And so I was really, I just couldn't keep going with 0 to 1 without having the solution architect, OG Shrek, on for just a conversation. It's been a while since he's been in the solution architect space, where I think he transitioned over in the November, December timeline over to Protocol Labs. And I just get really curious to get his perspective on what starting up looks like now, what he would do entering the ecosystem. So I'm always a fan. I'm a fanboy of Shrek. Hopefully everyone here is too. So be sure to catch this week's 0 to 1. That's 11 a.m. Eastern time on Thursday. If you just want to hear the latest and greatest from Mr. Shrek.